Good evening. My name is Utkarsh Opalkar, and this is the video presentation for my operating systems project under faculty Professor Manuv R. The topic that I have chosen for my operating systems project is device driver development. The main motivation for choosing this topic was when I read about kernel and kernel development. I found that it is a very complex topic to explore, and one of the easy entry points into understanding the code of a kernel was device driver development for any devices. And I came across a book, Linux Device Drivers, by O'Reilly Publications, which helped me a lot in understanding how the drivers work and how I can develop them. So I thought, why not make a device driver that has actual practical applications, like controlling our mouse pointer that we see on our screen with the help of a joystick. Let's say we know that to control the mouse pointer via a normal optical mouse, we need a flat surface. But let's say you don't have a flat surface around you and you still want to control your mouse pointer with the help of let's say a device like a joystick. So this has been the main motivation for my project. My project is divided into two parts. One half deals with hardware and another half deals with the software. The hardware part was a bit problematic because initially I had thought that I can just take any commercially built joystick controller, like let's say Xbox or PS4 controllers, and directly code them. But the problem was that they are not open source and their data sheets are not available. So I had to make my own joystick using an Arduino Uno R3 and a joystick module. So the tools used in this project are, as I mentioned, Arduino Uno R3, a few jumper wires, a joystick module, and the entire coding was done in Arduino IDE 1.6.1. This IDE is exclusively built to code the Arduino board, and I have also used the Atmel software named Flip to burn the Uno to a Leo. These some of these terms I will be explaining later in this presentation. So now I will explain how the hardware that I've used, all the hardware that I've used for my project. As you can see, this is an Arduino Uno R3, and I have connected several jumper wires coming out of here, and they have been connected to a joystick module, which is here. And here you can see that there are certain pins: ground, Y out, X out, and VCC. The ground of this joystick module is connected to the ground of Arduino, and the A0 and A1 values have A0 and A1 pins that you can see here. A0 and A1 pins have been connected to the Y out and X out of the joystick module. Also, the VCC of the joystick module has been connected to a 5-volt supply from the Arduino, as seen here. And the Arduino is powered through USB through the laptop. Coming to the software part, there are two different codes that I have implemented. The first code to actually control the mouse pointer on the kernel level via a driver. Basically, the first code that I'm going to explain is the driver that I have coded, and the second one that we'll see soon is actually to read serial data from the joystick dynamically to see how the X and Y coordinate values of the mouse change as we move the head of the joystick, actually move the joystick in the hardware. So now let us see the first bit of code, which is the driver. So here we have a input pin for the mouse, a push button. The mouse will be activated only when the push button is pressed. Like if you press down on the joystick head, it acts as a button and activates the mouse function. And there are three different pins that we have used, basically A0, A1 and a 5-volt supply. So that is why mouse button we have given it three different input pins. On the as shown in the hardware part, the A0 pin corresponds to x-axis and A1 pin of the Arduino board corresponds to the y-axis. So the values that we are reading for x and y axis coordinates correspond to these pins A0 and A1 of the Arduino board. Then variables for reading the joystick. We need to give a range for the output of x and y because at one stroke of the joystick, how far should the mouse move? That range is given here. It's an integer value which we have set here as 12. Then there also needs to be a response delay because in milliseconds we have set it as 5. And when we reset the driver, when we just connect the driver, our mouse pointer should always be set at a particular value. So that value would best be the center of the screen. That is why we have given here int center equals range by 2, and our range was 12. Okay, next we have a boolean variable mouse is active. Initially we set it to false because until and unless you press the mouse button, your mouse is not going to be active. And hence the last switch state, which indicates the previous switch state, is initially we have set it to low. Now let's see the setup. Void setup is another function. Here we are actually configuring the switch pin, the push button of this joystick, to correspond to input. Then next, this is the one of the most important functions, mouse.begin. It's a built-in function for the Arduino, and it comes built-in when we run it in the Arduino IDE. This is the function that lets us take control of the mouse pointer. Next we have another function, void loop. In this we have a switch state which reads the switch pin state and converts it to a digital read. So analog digital read is converted to digital. Sorry, analog pin read is converted to digital by this statement. Then when we actually press the switch the mouse on, we need to see that the switch state is not equal to the last switch state, which was initially low. So now when the button is pressed, when the joystick is pressed down, the switch state is high, and now the mouse is functional. See, switch state is high and mouse is active is not equal to mouse is active, because initially mouse is active was false. It was false initially, but now it has become true because of this statement. Next we set the last switch state value to switch state, because initially it was low but actually now it is high, and that we get from here. Okay, so then these two lines, they actually are getting the values of x and y coordinates from pins A0 and A1, constantly getting those values and feeding them to the integer variables x reading and y reading. So two important statements again. Finally we check if the mouse is active. Then we actually use a function called mouse.move and pass the variables x reading and y reading, which we just took from here, and these values are fed into this another function that Arduino provides, Arduino IDE provides, and this helps us in moving the mouse. And the last statement is a delay response, delay of response delay. This response delay is required for for any device, because you need to have some delay for the computer to adjust and move the mouse and all of that. So as we see here, response delay we had already given us 5 milliseconds, and that brings us to the end of the first section of the code. Thank you. So now let us see how the hardware is actually working from the driver code that we just saw about. So here we go. We connect the USB, we connect our plug and play device via the USB. The sound that you just heard indicates that my laptop has recognized the USB driver. So now let us try moving the mouse pointer with the help of this joystick we have here, with the help of this joystick. Okay. As you can see, the mouse driver is not perfect. There is room for improvement, which I will definitely work towards even after submission of the project. But as of now, the problem we are facing is that when I try to move the mouse, when I'm not doing anything to the joystick, when the mouse is just kept stable, the mouse pointer is not staying in the position it should. Instead, it is always moving towards the right bottom corner of the screen. The driver is pushing the mouse pointer towards the right bottom of the screen always. As you can see, even if I'm not doing anything, the mouse pointer is going there. So that is one issue that still remains to be fixed. Okay, so moving on to the second bit of code, which is actually a code that helps us understand how the joystick controls the x and y values, x coordinate and y coordinate values on our screen, because that is how a mouse works. It will take continuous values from our mouse device, from whatever optical mouse or joystick mouse, whichever mouse we are using. It will take x coordinate and y coordinate values from our screen, and it will then move the mouse according to those values serially. Now this communication between the external device, such as an optical mouse or a joystick mouse, and the software like the kernel, has to be continuous and serial, because it should continuously take the values of where am I moving the mouse now, what is the current x and y coordinates of the mouse, now where am I moving it, there needs to be a continuous communication. For this we use serial communication, and the Arduino IDE provides a facility to check what is the current serial communication readings. Like we write a code for that, and using a serial monitor, this right here, there is a feature in the Arduino IDE that lets us read the serial values of the respective to the current code. So we will use this serial monitor feature by connecting our hardware and moving the joystick. So let us first understand the code and then see how the serial monitor helps us analyze x and y coordinate values. Okay, so first, as we saw in the previous code, we have to assign the x pin and the y pin, the corresponding A0 and A1 pins of the Arduino board. And for this we need not include the third pin button, which is the push button to power on the mouse device. Here we are assuming that the mouse is already on, the joystick mouse is already on when plugged in. So int button pin equals 2. Next, the initial x and y positions of our mouse should be 0 and 0, and the initial button state also 0. Then next, there is a function void setup. This will initialize the serial communication between our hardware and this Arduino IDE at 9600 baud rate. This is the baud rate of the serial communication, and a function that lets us set the baud rate, which is serial.begin, and in the parentheses we pass the parameter which is 9600, the baud rate of our serial communication. Then this pin mode, these are the two functions we write to begin X pin and Y pin in the input mode. So this function, these two lines tell the IDE that I have connected X and Y pins, that is A0 and A1 pins, from here to the Arduino, and I want to initialize them in the input mode. Then this another statement helps us initialize the actual input and lets us take the continuous values from the when the button pin is pressed. Then void loop. We need to continuously read the analog values from the X and Y pins and store them in a variable, int variable that we declared here. And in these two variables, X position and Y position, we continuously take the values from the joystick, convert and save analog input from X pin to X position, and convert and save analog input from Y pin to Y position. And also our button state needs to be in a digital read state. And finally, these four lines help us print the value in our serial communicator, serial monitor. So serial.print X and this X position, which gives the values, X values, and serial.print Y, and this gives us the Y position values. Now and obviously again we have a delay of 1 second of 100 milliseconds. And now let us see how it will actually look when we connect a joystick and start reading the X and Y positions in the serial monitor. Now we will see how the joystick serial code works. For this we will need the serial monitor, and I will as I move the head of the joystick on the joystick, you will see how the values of X and Y coordinate change dynamically. So these are the initial values of the joystick, but you see they are almost consistent, maybe a difference of 1 or 2, but as I move the head of the joystick, you can see that the values are changing. So that the values change drastically. See some zeros in there, 700, they're changing drastically as I move my joystick. Arduino Uno lacks certain features which are present in Leonardo or Micro, but hence making this process very complicated, because I had to boot and burn the Arduino Uno to get it to do what it has done in this project. A very complicated process. Unavailability of the hardware led me to build my own joystick module, and there was a problem in serial communication, as I said earlier. So concluding my project, I would like to thank Professor Manuv R for his constant motivation and inspiration, which helped me build this project and helped me learn a lot. Thank you.